Uh,
Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Vaughn. What's up, Vaughn?
Hello.
All right, so I wanted to cover this because I found this out today, and I was not aware of this. But it turns out that Spider-Man Far From Home spent the most money in history in marketing a film.
Oh, really?
I did not know this. They already spent 160 for the budget.
Right.
They spent an additional 288 million on marketing, which means that they basically spent 448 million combined. Now, this is a big deal because that means that if this movie does not do over $1 billion, which it will, I'm sure, although I can't really say that with clarity because the thing is I've been wrong lately and the box office has been weird. So this has to do $1 billion,
right,
or else we're in trouble. Now, as of right now, it is 9:56 here, and we have in, from Thursday, a total of 621 million for Far From Home, which is pretty awesome, being that it's now officially a week. 1 week it generated that. So now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we should have about 850 maybe with the foreign numbers, and then another week $1 billion. So I'm pretty confident, you know. But also keep in mind too, even if it does $1 billion, because again, I wasn't aware they spent a lot of money on this.
Right.
They don't get the full amount of the foreign markets, so the movie's not going to be that profitable compared to other Spider-Man movies, unless it goes way over $1 billion.
Right.
So even though it's going to be a success, it might be a small success if it doesn't do more, you know.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it would have to do it domestically, would have to make the money mostly in order to show profitability. But I don't think, like unlike Batman versus Superman, I don't think we'll have a problem with Spider-Man Far From Home. But we'll monitor the box office closely.
Right.
That's for sure. You've seen it, right?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
No. I'm waiting till it come out on DVD. I'm not really into the Spider-Man.
That's fine. Now, Avengers Endgame, it is in 9th place. Still. I mean,
is it still in the box office?
Yes. I mean, it never left the box office, but when they did they expanded the theater count, it stayed in the top 10. So now the situation that we're in, it's 2,774,000,000, meaning we are 14 million away from being
taking Avatar. Yeah.
The problem is it's not making millions; it's making hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they supposedly are expanding the release again in the foreign markets to try to get that 14 million. The rumor has it that they are going to make an announcement at Comic-Con that they're going to do one more expanded release, but with different after-credit stuff.
Oh.
Just to get that 14 million in. And this is the last hurrah. For real.
Jeez.
I mean, it's a thing that, you know, you want to beat it. You can't, end the box office run and be shy so close. So they don't even care if they lose money. They just want to have bragging rights that they beat Avatar. In other words, if they spend 20 million to make 14 million, that's what they want to do. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to have bragging rights. And again, I know some people have commented about us talking about this, and they're pissed because they can't stand that there are fans out there that want Endgame to beat Avatar. Yes, there is, and yeah, I
it's
do.
about time. I mean, come on.
Avatar, like, do you remember any character names? We don't remember the freaking names.
No, I don't know nothing.
I don't remember shit about it. Just these
exactly.
Avatar blue creatures on this planet with a talking tree of life, and
that's about the only thing that you remember about Avatar, and that it has a place in Disney World.
Right, and the guy has a wheelchair, but then when he's in an Avatar, he can run around.
Yeah.
There's other old guys, like a commando guy that's the villain, that's supposed to be the villain in the sequels, and it's a blur. It's vague, but I didn't enjoy it though. It was the first time a movie that I thought it was way too long. Now, we didn't go see this in the theaters because, again, back then the kids were littler, you know, and to have them in the theaters for 4 hours or whatever is not going to happen, or whatever amount of time it was, right? So we rented it, and I remember we were watching it, and the kids are like, "Can we just do something else? We'll come back to it." And it's the first time ever I just said, screw the movie a little bit here and there, you know, but like it was like pulling teeth to finish it. And when we did, we like, thank God it was over. Like it wasn't like we enjoyed it. Like it was like, oh man, up to our seats.
It was just an ordeal.
We just had to finish it. We don't just not finish things. So it was like taking an exam in high school. That's terrible. It's terrible. It's true though. It's like you don't really want to, but you have to, right?
Right.
I don't get it. The Avatar 2, Avatar 5. In his world, maybe he thinks it will do well, but I don't think in reality. And then we were talking about the guy that wrote Terminator Dark Fate. Immediately spoke out attacking the fans, which is a bad idea before your movie comes out. He's like, listen, I always thought that the protector needed to be a woman because we need to show, like, and then he's like, he's going on and on and on, and I don't care, you know, if you don't like it, who gives an F? Like, this is what we're doing. And I'm like, and there's other people out there that if you don't agree with this guy, they bash you. Some people we know, actually, that are Whovians and stuff. Well, I mean, before our time, you know, but like, they don't get it. Like, I'm not misogynist. Like, when I'm saying that the whole movie, and correct me if I'm wrong, Vaughn, right? Please. The whole Terminator movie was about John Connor.
Yeah.
He had to be born. The fucking movie was about John Connor. Like, she's the mother, but it's about the fucking leader of the resistance that kicks the Terminator's ass. The whole effing show, the whole movie, the whole thing is John Connor. Okay? The second one, John I know Sarah Connor's there. I get it. Yes, I love Sarah Connor. I get it. But the main thing is John Connor. It doesn't matter what she fucking does.
It's because he's the leader of the resistance. It's telling the story about how it's going to happen.
Right, and by the time it gets to that time period, she's fucking like 90 or whatever. And she's old. So it's not like she's running around with a machine gun. So, like...
She did her part, you know. She did her part.
She's the one, not her.
She's the example of what a strong female character is.
Right.
She didn't need to piggyback on anybody. Like some characters that decide that they want to take established characters and just, you know, piggyback.
Now, I understand they had a TV series called The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, they did.
Right, which was great. But again, and it was showing how the mother, her show, and protecting her son, and whatever, right? But make no mistake, it's dependent on John Connor.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing. And that's where this guy got it wrong. And this guy, he announced it. that they kill John Connor in 5 minutes. What they do is it takes place right after Judgment Day. Him and his mother go to celebrate, and like the joke of Austin Powers, where why don't you, doctor, you would like it. You remember his son was like, why don't you just kill Austin Powers while he's on the toilet? They get John Connor when he's relaxed at the wrong time, go into the bar, the Terminator, and kills him. Kills the kid, which they're going to have to do some CGI for him and her, and show like, oh my God, you killed my son, whatever. And then after that, she becomes a nut where she's creating devices to send if they're coming through time, and she's going to hunt them and like whatever. And now supposedly the whole timeline has changed, and even they got messed up and their timeline got changed, and they probably don't know who the fuck she is because it's all wiped. So now this girl supposedly is going to have a kid that's going to be a leader of a resistance.
Oh, Jesus.
But again, you don't just – that was the point of the whole point was – and this is the problem with today's society.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that everybody gets a trophy.
No.
It's not that everybody can be Spider-Man. Everybody can be Iron Man. Everybody – no, it's not. That's the sad part is that regardless of, you could do everything you want, but it's not in a sense where not everybody could do everything. Like John Connor is the leader. Nobody else could be leader. That was the point. Like it didn't work. So like he just had that thing that worked. And it wasn't like, oh, he's dead, let's just get a new leader. It doesn't work that way. So they lost the whole concept of Terminator, and this guy threw it in the garbage to try to, and he did try to promote the feminist agenda. And there's no reason for it. We understand. We grew up on strong female heroes, but you're shoving it in our effing face. And people don't want it.
Exactly.
And then you're going to have a little tease with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it's like screw Arnold Schwarzenegger, in other words. It's like, what the hell? You got to go?
No, I'm good.
So, like, even Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably disrespected in this, too. Because supposedly he's the one that kills John Connor, and instead of killing the Terminator, she reprograms him, which she shouldn't even know how to do that.
Yeah, hold on 1 minute. I'm going to keep talking, and I'll be right back.
Go ahead. So, anyway, that's my whole point, is that she's not a computer programmer. She's not an expert with software. Regardless of her being Sarah Connor and Hero War, and she's a woman, she never had that ability before and that intelligence before. And she definitely wouldn't be able to reprogram something that's decades in the future technology if she's dealing with our technology. So, like, that's too unbelievable, like, to make any sense. And again, you can't just write your way into explaining things. Like, just say, oh, yeah, she could hack things, sure. She could, no, you can't. You can't. You can't just change things and make it where the audience is going to take to it. Like, the audience is very intelligent, and people have been, like, people have posters, merchandise, they've been following this stuff like crazy, probably way more than I have, and, there's some people that are, like, really into it, like, beyond me. Like, I loved it, but it wasn't like a thing like I like Doctor Who, like Doctor Who's my favorite thing. And
all right, I'm back.
Yeah, what I was saying is basically, as a writer, the guy's probably, because he's going to probably have her reprogram the Terminator robot that kills her son, right?
Right.
Which is not believable, by the way, because she's going to be turmoil that her son is dead. I don't think she would have a conscious moment to save the Terminator that killed her son. And I don't think she would know the technology in the future to reprogram in the first place. So this is not going to make any sense. And this guy is just like, I think you lost the whole concept of the movie. And even Linda Hamilton said that James Cameron should get involved because the script was messed up. So,
right.
And the only reason he did this is because he was arguing with Kathy Jenkins or whatever, right? Or Patty Jenkins. because he wanted to say that he could write a better, stronger female character than she can, even though she's a woman. That's the only reason he did this. Like, you're talking wasting motion pictures dollars because you have an ego.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for the fans. You're doing it. And then what do you do when you do it? Now you do the whole movie as female-centric. So you just threw out the whole life base of the movie franchise just to prove, to another writer and director that you think you're better than her. And can make he thinks this movie is going to make more money than Wonder Woman.
Oh, my God.
That's what he really thinks, that this movie is going to destroy Wonder Woman. And then the moment it does, he's going to go on Twitter and be like, ha ha, I told you so. And then she's going to go, we'll wait for Wonder Woman 2, and then it's going to be a shit fest. Basically. So, I don't know if you saw did you see the teaser reel of American Horror Story?
No.
Oh my God. It's hysterical.
What they doing now?
It's set in the 80s. It's 1984.
Uh-huh.
And they had a teaser of a woman running in the woods. They're basically doing like Friday the 13th.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah,
like the slasher films. Well, yeah, no, but there was you saw the trailer, the teaser trailer, but you didn't see the reel where they're showing the characters dressed as camp counselors walking around doing movements and stuff, and the clothing line that they're wearing. It's crazy. It's really, you really think and it looks like they're modeling it after Friday the 13th, I think part 3. Where you had like the gang. Remember when they went to get some groceries and stuff in the little deli or whatever, and there was like the 3 with the leather jackets and they were bad. So you're gonna have that aspect in it. You're gonna have the camp counselors in it. Emma Roberts is the lead, but it looks hysterical the way they're dressed and everything. You gotta see it. It's pretty funny. So. That's that. Let's see. What else we have? Oh, Power Rangers is getting rebooted.
Again?
Yes. They would recently, they're going to get a full reboot because they got a new company now that owns them, and they want to like really remarket everything, and they want to put their product out there and really go nuts. So.
Oh, okay.
All new people. Not going to be anybody that's from the other movie.
Oh.
Yeah. We also got DC Comics was a little intimidated about Marvel getting J.J. Abrams. They were aggravated. So they have to be a bunch of copycats. And it looks like they hired John Carpenter from Halloween.
Sorry. That's a story. I'm gonna get J.J. Abrams. No, we're gonna get someone better, John Carpenter.
Right. So we got, for no reason at all, they hired John Carpenter to write for the Joker.
Oh my God.
Because they said the Joker is the greatest villain of all time. And John Carpenter is a Joker fan. So when you go to John Carpenter and he's a freaking fan of the comics and the Joker, of course he's going to say absolutely. Like he's a kid. Like, yeah, he wants to do it. So for no reason at all, the Joker's going to have a comic and John Carpenter is going to do it. And again, the announcement fell flat because everybody really knows that they're just copying off Marvel because they're mad. So there was no reason that they would have done this. So, yeah. And this is where they get weird. Let's see. So, let's see. It's going to be. It's set to co-write the Joker, Year of the Villain, 40-page comic book, and it's going to be. Let's see. This is a one-off look at the greatest villain. The brand, if not the entire format. In the comic, Lex Luthor has become an alien hybrid. What? Wait a minute. And telling humanity he can help them become their best selves if they embrace evil. And the Joker has never been one to play second fiddle, and those who try to usurp I can't even say the word, usurp him will pay the price. Carpenter said in a statement, Joker's the greatest villain in the comics. I'm proud to be reunited with just somebody he knows, Anthony Birch, on this project. So that's a thing. It's happening. Great job, DC. I guess. Who cares? Come on. Like, you know. Oh, New Line is doing a Space Invaders game. A movie. I'm sorry, movie. Space Invaders.
The video game?
Yes. Space Invaders movie.
Just...
I know.
Okay.
Whatever. Right?
I mean, yeah. Like.
I don't know. And the other night we covered that Scooby-Doo is getting rebooted as an animated movie, and it's going to be called Scoob.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, because Shaggy always called him Scoob. And
yeah.
They want to be hip for 2020, I guess. And also, Elizabeth Banks is bringing back the Flintstones in an animated series. She's going to reboot the Flintstones.
Okay, well, you know,
Well, you heard about Chris Rock, right? Chris Rock.
No,
Well, here's the thing. It's weird, and I find it weird how, you know, we had a comedian like Jordan Peele, right, that did Get Out and Us, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Queen Latifah wants to be the showrunner of the Scream VH1 series.
Yeah.
And now Chris Rock, another comedian, wants to bring Saw back, and he's going to star as the lead, a cop, and his dad's going to be Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, obviously.
And obviously. And it's going to be a reboot of Saw.
Saw.
Right.
Okay, I guess the well of
Chris Rock, Saw.
I guess the well of creativity has run dry. Okay.
That must be in, right? Comedians doing horror now.
Yeah.
Like serious, like not joking around. Like
no,
we're gonna be Jordan Peele. That's what I think they're doing. They're like, we could do this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a pattern. Come on, they're all doing it now all of a sudden. So it's like, come on. I don't think they would have done it if Jordan Peele didn't knock it out of the park with his movies lately. So. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I just try to live my life the best way I can.
That's right.
Who am I to tell people that is a crap idea?
Exactly. So that is going to be... Oh, the Mortal Kombat film is going to have fatalities. Well, how could it not if it was a Mortal Kombat film? So this is going to be a rated R Mortal Kombat reboot film.
It should have been a way. Well, no, it wasn't. Last ones wasn't, but it's a movie that's solely based on fatalities.
Correct. So now they actually.
So I mean, good. At least somebody's sticking to their guns.
Yes.
Some follow through going on.
I know. So they're making a reboot to Varsity Blues.
All right.
Oh boy, how many reboots are we gonna do, huh?
I just can't. I'm just so over the reboot, the sequel, the prequels, all of this. I'm over it. I don't want any of it.
I know. Well, you know, it's something we don't want. I mean, I'm not gonna speak for you. I'm gonna speak for me. I don't want all these streaming services, like a million of them.
Yeah.
And now it looks like we got our first fatality of the streaming services.
Which one?
FX
Which one?
is going to be ending their streaming service. So FX failed It's done, and it was offering subscribers $5.99 to show episodes that's already been.
Nobody. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, so it is. FX is ending their streaming service. Now, another funny thing is that Warner Brothers, who owns the DC Universe streaming service, has another streaming service called HBO Max, which
Cinemax and HBO put together.
Which it looks like. I know, that's funny, right? It looks like they're saying, "Oh no, we're not going to end the DC one. It's going to be no." They're not. Nobody has two streaming services. They're going to put the DC stuff in HBO Max.
Oh, good Lord. Why is... Okay, I don't get HBO Max because, yeah, we get it. They both the same channel. But, I mean, I don't need a streaming service with HBO and Max put together.
Or CBS that you could...
Really? It's like putting CBS and NBC together.
And ABC, like we predicted, thinks that they're going to have their own streaming service with Walking Dead and everything else.
No.
We said they're going to try to get people to pay for it, so they're going to try to do that, which not really going to work, being that the comic is done and people are losing interest like 50% or more.
I don't know. I just can't co-sign for none of this.
No, we don't even have the money for all this stuff. When would you want to spend? It's like spending money for cable plus cable. Like it's like,
yeah, exactly.
It's like they think, oh, they're charging. No, you're basically spending money instead of one thing like cable. You're spending money for like 30 different things that adds up to more than cable. So nobody wants that. Nobody wants to have to pay for stuff that we used to not pay for, like Star Trek and Walking Dead and everything else. That's stupid. But they're trying to do it. They're trying to get us to pay. They're like, we could make money from this. We can make money from each episode. We can make it as a package. We can make it separate. They as it is, they charge you, I think, $2 to get an episode on the PlayStation, right? If it's not high definition. If it's high definition, you got to pay, I think, $4 an episode. It adds up, though. I mean, I was doing that, but it adds up. Like, why would you want to? So, people are not buying box sets anymore. They're like, nah. So they're trying to get them every which way. You don't have to buy a box set, just buy an episode. It's all right. Buying one. Can you imagine if we had to buy one episode, say Star Trek Next Generation? It was like 20, like literally. Like, if they had this back then, it's insane. Insane. So, this whole thing with the streaming services are going to crash and burn, and there will be probably 5 left, or maybe 4, and then that's going to go down even further.
It's just a fad that's going on. I don't see
just like
how
the whole,
this can last any longer.
Just like the whole woman thing, gender swapping, religion swapping, nationality swapping, like sexual orientation swapping, like all these different things they're doing now. They think that's
some of that stuff they're doing should never be classified as a fad. There's very serious things going on behind those fads that need to really be addressed. And I don't feel like they should be classified. It kind of diminished the value behind what's actually going on.
Right.
You can't, gender equality, all this stuff is not a fad, all right? It's more deeper than that, and just because you are too lazy to write an original character doesn't, don't try to diminish a whole, oh goodness.
I know.
It just makes me mad. I
don't understand. Here's the thing, right? That's great if there's a gay character. That's great if there's, new characters, right? But why do you got to change existing characters?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not racist, but I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I agree with that whole comment with Peter Parker being gay. He's not. And Stan Lee
He's
created it.
not.
He
He's
never will
not.
be.
He would never be, because his character in the comic books is you know, the character in the comic books is.
I mean, you're born that way.
It's
You're not. You
great.
don't just become gay. Like, it's ridiculous. So, like, even Stan Lee said, if there's a multiverse, there's not one Peter Parker that's gay in any multiverse.
No.
That's it. Like, you create a new character. That's it. I mean, we got this thing. I don't know how it's going to be. The casting with the Little Mermaid.
Well, see, here's my thing.
I don't mind that. She's got to sing.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's the simple fact that she's a mermaid.
Right? Who cares?
Who cares?
You want a singer.
Yeah.
So who cares with that? But then they wanted to, like, make a character that's not gay, I think, in Suicide Squad. Chris was telling me Black Mask, they want to make him gay now. He's a villain.
What's up with...
And then somebody posted, well, if you're going to do that, then they posted a picture of, I think, Ryan Gosling as Martin Luther King. Did you see that?
No.
They're like, and that's the whole thing. And it's like, he's white.
Oh, my God.
They're like, well, if you could do this, we're going to do this. And it's like,
oh, Jesus.
You imagine how people flip out? Oh, my God.
You imagine the shitstorm behind that, though? Good Lord.
People just, they don't give an F. I saw a comic book where they had Jesus, they had a thing. What happens if Jesus Christ comes down and meets, like, Superman? But, of course, they can't call him Superman because DC was going to sue. So you see the Superman guy fighting a villain, and you see Jesus shoving a loaf of bread in the guy.
Oh, my God.
It's like, what?
All superpowers to give that man.
It's called Second Coming. And it's like, oh my God, I can't say
no.
Then you really use the word Jesus.
Yeah.
God, I gotta see that. That's the stuff. Let me get the picture.
Oh.
That's gonna be funny. That's hysterical.
Oh my God, that's
hilarious.
Wrong.
It's wrong, but. Where's the picture? Okay. Hold on. This is hysterical. Wait a minute. Let me get the picture. Where is it? Come on. Hold on. I'm gonna get the comic. You ready for this?
Yeah, I gotta be ready. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with them? Oh my God, is that Lex Luthor he put? Oh, it's just a villain. Oh my God. The heck is this?
Right, I don't know.
He just, at least they draw them like good. The Second Coming, some man in Jesus Christ. Starting the second, oh no, this is a buddy situation.
That's great. Gotta check that out now.
Oh man, I know there was a comic book about Jesus fighting zombies. Apparently, apparently it was made into a movie.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Cause I seen it. I went to my comic book store that's in Denton, and I saw it. It was a graphic novel, and I saw that, and I was like, "What the world is this?" And sure enough, it's Jesus fighting zombies.
Wow.
And it was like, I mean, it had good graphics in it. I was like, no, what is going on with this? It was really just like, it did not make no sense at all. I was like,
They'll make
okay,
comic books anything this day and age.
oh my
You
god.
know, I think
And
anything.
then I think Spotlight had the audacity to go and actually turn it into a movie. So there's literally a movie out there where Jesus is fighting zombies.
Well, look at the movie that I saw. I told you about Attack of the Killer Donuts. Donuts were killing people in a donut shop. That was hysterical. It was actually not bad compared to what it should have been. Like, they actually really tried. They had like a cool soundtrack. It was like, oh shit, you know. So
they want to be taken seriously as a movie.
I mean, you know, it's hysterical, but it's just stupid too. It's like, so. All right, that's gonna be it for the Everything Show. Thank you, Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.